Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again with a different story. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Gaida Baraka Entertainment. Stay tuned, stay locked as we continue unveiling beautiful stories of life and lessons. Thank you very much for the returning subscribers. Make sure to share. Make sure to market my video everywhere you go. As we keep enjoying and growing together, one day we shall realize our dream. Thank you very much. Keep locked. So today I want to talk about a story of life, or in a stage of life maybe. I want to talk about your first employment. Ni kazi yako gani ya kwanza ulipata? So this story has hit my head today because I have remembered a lot about my past. Kwa maisha yangu nimekumbuka mambo ya employment ya kwanza, jinsi maisha ilikuwa, how it went through, and I wanted to share that with you. Make sure to tell me in the comment section, wewe yako ilikuwaje, how did you manage, what was the funny part of it, kitu gani ilikuwa ngumu, and what is your current situation maybe. If you want to, make sure to comment, make sure to follow the comments and enjoy. Let's enjoy together. So mimi currently I'm still a student, but I'm also a family man. I have a wife and a child, and I got married when I was 22. See, officially I got married when I was 22 years old. See, so I'm not that very young, but I'm a young man. I'm still a youth, and I thank God wherever I am today. So kazi yangu ya kwanza yenye nilipata ilikuwa ni kazi ya hoteli. Tukienda back kidogo, before I got this job, what motivated me towards searching a job is when I got my wife pregnant, is when the reality of life hit me hard. Hiyo ndio wakati niligundua I have to have money, I have to look for a job. So what happened? On this fateful day when I realized she was pregnant, I knew everything was going to be different. I need to have food, I need to have savings, I need to have a house, pay rent forever from then. Today I'm here. I've been paying rent since then, since I was 22. It is like 3 to 4 years ago, yeah. So what I'm saying is that when you get married, responsibilities catch up with you. The real life starts there. Real life starts when you are expecting a child, the first child in fact, yeah, with a girl that you want to settle with, yeah, as a man. As a woman, I don't know your experiences, I don't know, but most women wenye huwa wanarukwa na their boyfriends, when they are pregnant, they pass through a lot. They will tell you, because it's not easy to be a single parent. If having a wife, you both can be together and it's still hard to fend for the family, then what of a single woman? Please, men, be responsible, yeah. So I was talking about my first job. Before nipate hii kazi yangu ya kwanza, life was very hard, I remember. So the first day of searching a job, I came out of my humble house, a single room. This single room, we used to pay it 2,000 shillings only. And when they say when it rains, it pours. Wakati nilipata my wife ako pregnant is the time that life became so hard. I never got a single cent from anywhere. I remember hii 2,000 shillings ya rent ilinishinda kulipa for 3 months. Nilikuwa nakopa pesa na lipa, but ikafika place singekopa mtu yoyote. Things were too difficult, so it reached a point nikawa naambia landlord nitakulipa for 3 months 6,000 shillings I had not paid. And I thank my brother came through for me. He paid for me 4,000 shillings, and 2,000 was now the problem. So the first day when I was going to look for a job was after these occurrences ya kukosa kulipa rent. Before that, I was trying my best to find ways of making money, maybe through betting. First, I would like to advise you never to ever bet or gamble in your life, because pesa ile nilipoteza kwa betting ilikuwa too much. I could have even paid rent for 3 or 4 months ahead, but because nilikuwa natafuta money to safeguard my baby's upbringing, maybe the first months or that, yeah, I used to lose a lot of money in that process. However, wakati ile sasa niligundua I have to look for a job, nilitoka kwa nyumba as usual in the morning. Nilikuwa nimevaa official, sina makaratasi. Remember at this time niko first year, sina makaratasi. Nikaoga, nikachana nywele, nikatoka. Most men can relate. Nikaenda. In this world, or let me say hapa Kenya, for a woman to get a job is easier than for a man. So on this day nilitoka, nikaanza kutembea. The most memorable thing about this day is that the second place I went to look for a job, it was in a hardware. Nilienda kwa hiyo hardware along Thika Road. Nikaenda nikajaribu sasa kuomba job, nikataka nisalimie boss. Nilikutana na boss hapo. Walikuwa na beshte yake wanakunywa kachai or something, wakiwa wanaongea kidogo. When I tried to greet them, astonishingly, they never gave me their hand. They never stretched their hand to greet me. Imagine. This was the second person mwenye naenda kutafuta job kwake. Imagine, on your first day that you're looking a job, mtu akakataa kukusalimia wala kukuongelesha. I tried my best to greet them. I talked with my mouth, but they never listened to me. Imagine. I just got out of that hardware without a word and went straight home and told my wife that I had not gotten a job. So on this day was my first day of searching for a job. This occasion of not being greeted ilikuwa imenifisha moyo sana. I almost gave up. When these two people never greeted me, I felt so useless, so disappointed. You see, life is hard, and the devil is fighting its way to make sure I don't get a job again. Have you ever stretched your hand to greet someone and he or she ignored? How do you feel? Embarrassed? Disappointed? That was the feeling. So I went back home. Then I sat with my wife again for at least 3 weeks. I had given up again. But after 3 weeks or so, I went back again to look for a job. And at this time I went with a friend. And this friend of mine used to work in a hotel. So when we went with this friend of mine, we went to a place called Ruiru town. For those who live in Kiambu County, they know Ruiru very well. Ruiru Ndani, if you know Ruiru. So we went with my friend there. He used to work in hotels, as I had told you. And on this errand, I was the one looking for a job. Then we went to a certain small hotel. It looked like a kibanda. On this day, my friend, we were looking for my job, but my friend said he will talk. I should not do the talking. Imagine. So I accepted to his recommendation that he talks on behalf of me. Although I was not contented, I didn't know why he said so, you see. So we entered this kibanda. Tukaingia hii kibanda, akaambia manager hapo, Manager alikuwa mama, a respectable woman. Akamwambia we are looking for a job. So the woman started interviewing him. I never talked a thing before that. I just greeted the woman. I said hello. And I kept quiet after that. So she started interviewing my friend, this friend of mine. She asked him, how much would you like to be paid? First of all, she asked him, before that, she asked him, what is your expertise in the field of catering? Then he said he is a learned guy in the field of catering, which I agree. Akasema yeye anaweza pika all things to do with pastry. Tena anaweza pika the other hot kitchen, not chicken, sorry. Hot kitchen. It's called hot kitchen. This includes things like fried beef, bosho, you know, all the other things that you can, hizo vitu za kukaanga. Yeah. So the woman then asked him, what is your salary range per day? And the guy said he would like to earn 500 shillings per day. Kwa wale watu wameifanya kazi ya hoteli, to find a place yenye unaweza lipo 500 bob per day is very hard. Very hard. Hizi hoteli kubwa zenye mnaona, ndio machefu ulipo hata a chef mwenye amekaa hapo hata 3 years ulipo 1000 Kenyan shillings. Na kazi ni mingi. What about a kibanda? In these small hotels, watu wenye wamefanya chef na vitu zingine wanajua vizuri. For a person to earn 500 bob, he must be a good chef and he must have worked in that place for quite some while, you see. So, the moment my friend said he would like to earn 500 bob was the moment this manager stopped talking to him and asked me if I also wanted a job. Remember, this time I had not said a word. I was just all by myself, standing aside. So luckily enough, it's like God was speaking on my behalf through my friend, because I was shocked that my friend also wanted the same job and yet he was working somewhere else, you see. But I don't take any offense over him. Maybe he was not contented with where he was working, you see. So the manager turned her attention to me. She asked me if I wanted a job too, and I told her yes. Funny enough, she asked me, have you ever worked in a hotel? I told her yes, and yet I had never. This is the confidence that I had, you see. Akaniuliza, what can you cook? Mimi nikamwambia, I'm best off for I'm better or best in the hot kitchen stuff. Hizo za kukaanga sasa. I told her I have not done a lot of pastry. Then immediately she told us she will call. She never asked me my salary range in this aspect, because maybe she thought, I don't know what she thought, but I don't know. Maybe God was speaking on my behalf. So we gave her our numbers, tukatoka hapo and we headed home direct on that day. So we never sat anywhere else. We just went home and expected a call. Both of us expected a call, yeah. So funny enough, I had not even arrived at my place. Huyu manager alinicall even before I had arrived at my home, you see. Funny enough, this call was for an employment. The manager was employing me. She told me to report to work the following morning, and she told me my salary will be 300 shillings per day. I tried to bargain a little, but because I was having the kicks of a dying horse, I never knew I could get employed because I had given up. So I accepted the 300 bob per day, and I could report job at work at 6 a.m. and leave at 7 p.m. in the evening. This was a good job because reporting at 6 a.m. and leaving at 6 p.m. and at 7 p.m. in a hotel is a jackpot to very many people, because most people leave hotels at 9 p.m. You can ask those people. Wale wenye wamefanya kwa hoteli wanaweza comment waseme, ama unaweza uliza mtu amefanya kwa hoteli, they will tell you. So the following morning I was reporting for work and I was a very happy man. This was my first job, remember. I have no cent in my pocket. Even for transport I just had to borrow 20 bob from a friend so that I can start working. The good part of it is that hoteli unalipwa per day. Unalipwa kama ni 300, unapewa 300 yako jioni unaenda nayo. So nilikuwa sure jioni nitarudi na food na nitakuwa na fare ya kesho na nitarudisha ile 20 bob kama huyu best yangu alitaka. So I was a happy man. Remember, my wife is expectant too, so she was very happy for this. So tukatoka, ikawa kesho na report job, nikatoka asubuhi nikaenda kufika job pale kwa ile hoteli yenye ni kibanda hapo Ruiru. Kwa wale wenye wanajua Ruiru vizuri, kuna Power Star ya juu. Hiyo place kuna tuk-tuks. So ukiwa hapo kwa hiyo Power Star, ukiteremka chini kidogo na hiyo lami ya kuteremka sasa, wacha kupanda, unateremka chini, hapana upande wa kuenda reli, hiyo upande sasa wa kuenda hospitali. So unateremka na lami. So hoteli yetu ilikuwa kwa hiyo lami mwisho, kakibanda tu. So I reported early in the morning. Kufika pale hata sijui cha kufanya, sijui naanzia wapi. Remember, I've never worked in a hotel. Nachukua vitunguu na kata ni kama mwenye napika home. But this manager was so understanding. She taught me how to work. Maybe she read my mind. She read I never knew. So she taught me everything. How they work in a hotel. How you prepare your jikos. So hapo pale tulikuwa natumia jiko, si gas. Gas ilikuwa inatumika tu kwa chapo. So tulikuwa natumia jiko. So kwa hizo jiko unazipanga. You have multiple of them, unaziwasha. You keep refilling makaa. Charcoal, yeah. Makaa unaongeza ili moto isizime, yeah. So nikaanza na first day nikapika, and funny enough, God is good. People ate that day, everything. And because everybody was happy with my employment, most of these guys were so happy with my employment, these co-workers, they welcomed me well, except for one, Kamba lady. I can't forget about her. I remember on this first day, she wanted to harass me. Nilifika kama ameniambia osha vyombo. Osha hizo vyombo, masufuria nini. Now because I'm new, I don't know. Akasema mtu unaoshanga vitu unatumia. So juu mimi napika hizo machakula, naosha hiyo masufuria. Kidogo manager kupata naosha, akamzushia kidogo. But all this was an experience. Watu wenye wamefanya hoteli, they know very well lazima ufanywe vitu kama hizo, ni kama initiation into a new job, and it was fun. I made friends in this workplace. We became so close to these guys. We made fun in the kitchen. This is the best job of my life, I might say. I don't say it is the best as in salary wise or something, but it was a peaceful working place. I really enjoyed working at this place. And the first job of my life is a good memory for me. I enjoyed, and I remember this place until today. The funniest part of working in this place came in a certain day. So this hotel ilikuwa place yenye wamerent, pia watchmen wamerent hapo, au a security company had rented that place nyuma yake sasa. So funny enough, the funniest thing about this job that I'll never forget too was this day when I was cooking. Then a watchman came and made fun out of me. So hii siku nilikuwa napika machapo. At this point nilikuwa nimeshajua mpaka kupika chapo. So nikaambiwa nipike chapo that day. So this day niko napika chapo. Then one of the watchmen, who we were also close because of interacting often, because our watchmen walikuwa nakula kwa hiyo hoteli pia, so we interacted often. So on this day akakuja akamake fun, akasema wewe endelea kuungua hapo, si ulikataa kusoma, ulipiga walimu. Mwingine naye akaniambia ungua kabisa, hiyo ni mazoezi ya kuenda jehanamu. I'll never forget these words, I'll never forget these people. We made fun, we made jokes, I met new friends that I will never forget in my life. Big up to you workmates. One of them was called Gerald. I remember my manager. I remember someone called Mutanu, Ruth. Big up to these people. God bless you all. And always remember, every stage in life is a stairway towards your success. Tell us about your first job. Make sure to share, make sure to comment, make sure to stay tuned. God bless you, and I love you all. Stay tuned, stay humble, stay focused, and stay blessed.